I saw this video on TikTok and I like the multi-purpose nature of this headwear. So I said, let me give it a try. Hello craft team, you're welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, you're highly welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you for coming back. So I want to work on this design that I saw. Shout out to Korat on TikTok. I saw the headwear she displayed. I said, let me work on it and give it a try. I don't know which fabric or how she made it, but I said, let me try it this way. So I'll be working with only two things, my fabric and my elastic. I'm using raw silk fabric for this design. The measurement I'm using is 58 inches length by 10 inches width. 58 inches length, 10 inches width. So I went ahead to fold all the edges. This is what I'm doing. I'm folding all the edges of the fabric so it won't have a fraying end. You can as well um weave your edges. If you don't want to fold it in, you can as well weave it, but I'm folding mine, the both sides of the edges and the width part of the edge, so all will come out looking neat, so I will not have any fraying edge. So that is what I'm doing now, and when I'm done, the elastic, I'll place it at the middle of the fabric. So I'll just go ahead to cut off my thread, then get to the elastic part. Is actually simple to make the way I'm making it, because as I said, I saw the video. I don't know how she made ours, but I'm giving it a try in this format. So we'll get to see at the end if I did okay or if I did not. So you let me know at the end. So I'll just fold my fabric in two like this, the just to get the center point of my fabric. You can use anything to mark your tailoring chalk or any way you want to mark it. I just folded it, then smoothing it out to get the center of the fabric, and that is where I will run my elastic. Now the elastic, the way I will be doing mine is I'll be pulling. Normally if you leave your elastic, it just gives you that length you want to work with. But now I'll be pulling the elastic in a kind of way so it will be pulling the fabric together to form like pleats, So that is what I'll be doing. Like, see me do it here, the way I'm holding it, I will pull it, like to pull the get to the elastic limit of your elastic. So then be sewing along as you're pulling, be sewing along as you're pulling. That is what I'll do till I exhaust the fabric. Now this elastic, I'm doing it on the wrong side of my fabric. Remember, I'm doing it on the wrong side of my fabric, not the good side of my fabric. So I'll continue to pull till I exhaust my fabric. So I didn't measure the length of the elastic I used because I'm just pulling to get to the end of my fabric. Now this, I saw the design and I really liked it. I don't know which fabric she used, so but I am using raw silk for mine. I want to see at the end if it comes out fluffy and all that the way as did. So when we get to the end and I style it, you'll let me know if I did well with this fabric. I just said let me give it a try. So look how it's coming out now after running my elastic at the center. And the elastic too, I'm sewing my elastic. My thread is on the center of my elastic. That is where I'm doing making my stitch on the elastic. The elastic is on the center of my fabric and I'm sewing at the center of my elastic also, which is on my fabric. So that is what I will do till I run out of my fabric. So when I'm done, I'll just go ahead to cut off my excess elastic. Like I said, I did not measure my elastic. I just use as much as I can. You can the length of the fabric I'm using is 58 inches. So you can also get like 58 inches, but you know when you pull, you'll not use up to that 58 inches. So at the end, I'll just cut off my excess thread. So to cover my fabric, I just like, okay, this is, well, after running my elastic, I got 33 inches. You know, remember I said I started with 58 inches length. After pulling with my elastic, I got 33 inches length. So now to cover my fabric, I'll just use this fabric, the same of my fabric. I still made it 58 inches length, which I will not use all. And I cut out 1 inches. The width is 1 inches. The length is 58 inches. I will not use all. So wherever I finish, I'll cut it off. So I'll just fold it. And the elastic, why I made it 1 inch is because my elastic is half an inch. I used half an inch elastic. So I'll just fold as I'm going along. I'll fold it, and the way I covered my elastic, because already I've stretched my fabric to make these gathers. When I'm covering the elastic too, I'll also stretch the fabric. Look at what I'm doing. I'm also stretching the fabric to give you that full length of your fabric before before I ran my elastic on it. So it will not like alter the elasticity of my fabric. So I'm still pulling. Look at what I'm doing. I pull and I sew. I pull and I sew. So I'm stretching the fabric as I am covering the elastic, so to also give my fabric that same elasticity. So once I'm done at the edge, I'll cut off the excess. Cut off the excess and fold in the edge. Look at what I'm doing. I'll go ahead to fold in the edge just like this, so I won't see any fraying point. Like I said, you can also weave this fabric if you choose to, but I did not weave mine, so that's why I'm folding all the edge so I won't see any fraying point. So that is, I will do repeat the same thing on the other side, and make sure you're not sewing this covering on your elastic. Make sure you're not sewing this covering on your elastic, because once you sew it on your elastic, it will reduce the elasticity of your fabric. Your fabric will not be like, it will not stretch freely again. So see this other end, I've attached it on the other side. Now I'll still do the same thing on this side to get the both sides covered. So see it, I'm still pulling while I'm sewing on this other side too. I'm still pulling, and I'm making sure it's not on the elastic. When you're doing yours, make sure it's not on the elastic. If you've watched up to this point and you've not joined the crafting, what are you waiting for? Click on that subscribe button, join the family. And if you like this video, why not give it a thumbs up? It helps the algorithm show it to more persons. So now I will bring the both edge together and close it. Now when you're closing, it's the good side facing each other. So when closing now, you place the good side facing each other, then you stitch along the width axis. You stitch along the width, then you close it off. That is how I closed mine. What I'm doing here, just look at what I'm doing here and you follow through. So when I'm done with it, we are almost done, because it's so simple the way I did mine. I don't know how she did that. So this is the moment of truth. So tell me if it came out the way you saw it in the earlier clip before the start of this tutorial. Did I do well? Did I not do well? Let me know in the comment section. And after everything, I noticed what the things I've learned is that the fabric that would be best suited for this design would have been silk fabric, that is plain silk, would have been more preferable. And if you're making yours, make your elastic 1 inch. I think it will give it a better pull, and you have more ruffles or more gathers to your headwear. What do we call this design now? I just love the multi-purpose nature of how you can style this pattern in different ways. I styled it up to 4 ways, and that is what I love about it. So if you want me to try this design again using silk fabric, let me know in the comment section. And if you like this design, please give it a thumbs up. It shows you appreciate what I'm doing, and it helps the algorithm to also push my video to more persons. Thank you, I appreciate. I do not take your likes and your subscription for granted. Thank you so much. Whatever you think, you can create. So be creative in all you do. So till we meet again in our next video, stay safe, take care of you, and keep creating. Bye, and thank you for watching.